Hey everyone, I want to talk about something that's been really bothering me lately, especially as a fan of RIIZE. It's about Seunghan, his return to the group, and the sudden decision to leave only 2 days after SM Entertainment announced his comeback in November. To say this is a massive failure on SM's part is an understatement. This whole situation was blown way out of proportion, and I believe it could have been entirely avoided. Let's start with the core issue: SM Entertainment's gross mishandling of the situation, particularly when it came to stopping these extreme OT6 fans. Instead of diffusing the situation and taking control, SM allowed these fans, this small but vocal minority, to completely lash out at the company and at Seunghan himself. And these weren't just angry tweets. These people were sending death threats to SM Entertainment, all with zero repercussions. The fact that nothing was done in response sends a dangerous message. A message that this kind of toxic, borderline criminal behavior is acceptable. Now, why is that such a big deal? Because by allowing this, SM has set a precedent. They've shown that if you scream loud enough and behave outrageously, you can get what you want. The consequences of this are massive. It's not just about Seunghan. It's about how other K-pop groups and fandoms will see this and feel empowered to use the same tactics. This will make it even harder for any group, new or established, to survive when a minority of fans can control the narrative and pressure the company into making decisions against the majority's wishes. Let's not forget that the campaign to bring Seunghan back had overwhelming support from fans. Just look at the popularity of the Bring Back Seunghan movement. SM could easily have seen where the majority of the fanbase stood on this issue. But instead of standing firm and defending Seunghan's place in RIIZE, they catered to this small group of OT6 fans who were causing chaos. And yes, I understand that SM is targeting the Korean market first and foremost. But even within Korea, many fans are pushing back against this toxic minority. There are clips of fans literally calling out these OT6 extremists, arguing with them, and trying to defend Seunghan. So, if the majority of both Korean and international fans support Seunghan, why did SM cave to this minority? Because they failed to control the narrative and manage the situation from the start. One of the biggest mistakes SM made was marketing RIIZE as an OT6 group after the whole Seunghan situation happened. Putting him on hiatus gave delusional fans a sense of entitlement, as if they owned the group's identity because of how quickly SM gave in to them and got rid of Seunghan. So when Seunghan was announced to be coming back, these fans felt justified in fighting for a version of RIIZE they believed was theirs, because SM fed into that idea. And what happened when these OT6 fans threw a tantrum? SM gave them exactly what they wanted again. It's like rewarding bad behavior, and it's completely backfired. Not only did Seunghan end up leaving, but now the entire group is dealing with the fallout. RIIZE's reputation has taken a hit, and Seunghan has paid the price, both emotionally and professionally. Let's be clear. I think all OT6 fans are to blame, even if we're talking about a small, toxic minority, which for some reason, SM allowed to grow louder and more destructive than they ever should have been. But SM blew this situation up so much that now it's not just Seunghan who's suffering, it's the entire group. The chaos they allowed has overshadowed RIIZE's potential and hurt the group's unity. In the end, this could have all been handled so differently. SM should have taken a stand against this small faction of OT6 fans from the very beginning. They should have communicated more effectively with the majority of fans who supported Seunghan, and they should have protected both him and the group. But instead, they chose to cave to a toxic minority, and now RIIZE and Seunghan are paying the price. This whole mess should never have been blown up to this proportion. And it's a perfect example of how poor management can damage not only an artist's career but the group's future as a whole. I also want to make it clear, I do understand that it was ultimately Seunghan's choice to leave the group. I still blame SM though, for the sole reason of not protecting him, within the 2 days of the news of him coming back had been announced. As a massive entertainment company, why are fans the ones to stand up against the people? And yet you are yet to condemn the people and their actions and letting both RIIZE and Seunghan take the heat. Let's hope other companies and fandoms learn from this disaster, because this is not how K-pop should operate. That's it for today. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on this situation. Do you think SM could have handled things better? Make sure to subscribe and let me know your thoughts in the comments.